This is the Expert Pilot, and welcome to Flight Simulator 2019. Now, I got this quite some time ago, and recently I made my YouTube channel. I thought I'd make a video on the flight simulator because I still had it. Now, this flight simulator by no means is realistic. The other flight simulators I have are stunning compared to this. So, anyway, this will be kind of like a review why it's not all too realistic. I think the first thing you could look at is the scenery. I mean, you can look on the phone, it's not realistic at all. Look at the way the cities are, not realistic. I mean, at least they have buildings unlike Infinite Flight. So I can press start, and there's three options. There's flying missions, there's free flight, and there is short task. Short tasks are incredibly long, so I'm not going to waste your time by showing you the short task, but I will show you some of the flying missions in free flight. I mean, I wouldn't recommend really getting this game, it's not worth your time. So I click on the flying missions, so I can land at night. This is a decent mission here. So we're gonna go ahead and fly this airplane. So it gave me a couple of objectives. It's to land the airplane at night and to collect all of the stars and to keep the passenger comfort level, as you can see right in the top left hand side. There's the passenger comfort level. The way I keep it normal is by not making any sharp turns or anything like that. I can, however, go at 2 times the speed. That's a feature that I believe only this game has. So once you go 2 times the speed, you can get around a lot faster. That's a very neat feature, to say the least. So I'm going to lower the landing gear and prepare to land. So right here's the runway. There's a green marking for exactly where I'm supposed to land on it. Gonna kind of turn to get onto the runway. Now in this game it's impossible to land smooth. You kind of have to land onto the nose gear. So there, and then you have to hit the brake. So there you can see I completed a mission. I did a good job, of course. And I'm gonna go do the free flight. So now I can go check out the free flight feature. I simply click on it and I choose the airplane I want. So I guess the airplane I'll go for right now will be the C-330, and I guess I'll fly it around a little. So right as you can notice, we're in the middle of a city. I don't think it's safe to put an airport right in the middle of a city. I believe that goes under some violations, and especially this. So I can pull up the landing gear, and I can also fly in between the buildings, which in real life I would not be able to do. Maybe I would be able to fit, but it would be far too dangerous to actually go ahead and do. So I am going to go fly between these 2 tall buildings here. And whew. I mean, if you saw a passenger airplane flying in the middle of a city, it'd be pretty concerning. But we're going to go ahead and double the speed again. That's a feature that only this game has. That's an interesting feature it has, but it doesn't have all too many features. I mean, the buttons it has the speed, it has the landing gear, and it has the 2 times the speed. It also has the brakes. If I wanted to land here, I would do this. But the best way to get the approach for this airport is to go between these buildings here. It has different camera angles. I mean, that's kind of nice. I prefer this one when I'm landing. It makes it feel more realistic. Then I have to make a sharp right turn to avoid those buildings there. Now, if I'm coming in for a landing, I'm going to want to go really slow. Unfortunately, this game is very unrealistic. Even with the smallest throttle speed, I'm still going incredibly fast. If you look at the speedometer, and there's a successful touchdown, not really on the center line. And we can hit the brake, and then we can do a mission. I always do arrive, so I go to a certain airport. So I'm gonna go take off from the same airport we're at. Go take off, gear, and it looks like I have, if you look at the timer, it says I have 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to go fly to another airport. If I look straight at the map below me, radar, it says that it's kind of far, so Gonna have to completely like turn on full engine power, and we're gonna go out of here. I think that's a good time to look at the fourth camera, so I can actually move around, but I can't go up or down with the camera. Tell me if you like this flight simulator, because it's low priced, but it's not that realistic at all. So I have to fly over the mountains. Once again, not very realistic, so we're gonna go down a little, not because I want to go with the mountains in a cool way, but because the airport is lined up straight with this road there. As you can see, gonna turn off our twice the speed. Kinda gonna bring it in, put the camera angle on. Speed up just a little. Right there, I think we found our perfect landing speed. Trying to get lined up with the runway. Small issue, gonna pull up a little, okay. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Lift a little, okay. And I'm gonna turn the engine off. Right as I try to touch down successfully. It's impossible to land smooth in this game. But I think I did a pretty good job there. Right, here's the airplane. It's the Grand Falcon, although the proper term for it is actually the Airbus Beluga. You know, it's a pretty interesting airplane, very large. One of the largest cargo airplanes, definitely not beating the Antonov and Tu-25, but this airplane is by no means a small one. So, I just wanted to fly it around a little, you know, just give you guys a little view of it. Because it's an interesting plane for sure. Gonna raise the landing gear. It comes up very fast. So if I fly around the area a little, you see the things right there in the front, the flaps. Those are actually supposed to be the ones that are turning from side to side, but instead they're going up and down. So this game is not very realistic. So I'm coming in for a landing. I went very slow there for a second. The airplane, the Beluga, it's a very interesting design. Got very close to that building there. I'm going to try my very best to do a smooth landing, so I'm going to want to get really low to the ground before I land. I've completely turned the engine off. I'll go to camera 3 for this landing. Okay. I'm going to actually give it a little more throttle for right now. Then going to turn it off, okay. Because it's impossible to land smooth in this game, it's going to want to land on the nose gear. If I even try to flare or pull the airplane up, it starts having this shaky thing with the camera, and it's forcing the nose gear down. So there is a flight simulator for 2019. I can already tell you, it's not realistic at all. I do like the Beluga though, very interesting design. I actually do prefer the Dream Lifter though anyway. So yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. This was excellent.